Murphy, do you want to talk to us about your favorite moment from season 3 of Peaky Blinders?
Oh, wow. Let me have a little think. It's a tough question. I guess, I mean, I liked the opening episode because Steve Knight writes such great cliffhangers, and he left, you know, season 2 on such a cliffhanger, and you know, there was a lot of anticipation to see what would happen with Tommy and who he would marry and all of that. And I thought that first episode captured that tension very, very well. And the sort of reveal of who the bride was, and then the awful atmosphere that was in the house and the wedding, which was everything that a wedding's not supposed to be. I thought that the whole first episode I'm very, very proud of. I'll probably think of a better moment as we talk.
Oh, that's good. So, like, it opened with him marrying Grace this season, and it sort of met a bit of a sort of tragic end towards the at the end of the season. Can you also talk to us about that Grace relationship throughout the course of season 3?
Yes, well, I mean, when we meet him at the beginning of season 3, you know, he kind of ostensibly has everything that he could wish for, you know, certainly materially, and you would expect emotionally, because he now has, you know, the woman that he loves, and he has a little baby, and he lives in this vast mansion, but something's not right. And I suppose Grace and the kid represent kind of the purity in his life, you know, really. And then over the course of the season, she gets stolen away from him, and then right at the end, the kid gets stolen away from him, and so they kind of, everything that's pure in his life seems to be under threat throughout the course of this series.
Now, I got a lot of people heard I was talking to you again this year, and got sent like a lot of questions on Twitter. What people wanting me to ask you: are we going to see Grace back? Is it going to be a return of Grace? Do you want to like address that at all?
Well, I think she's dead. So, I mean, yeah, I think she's dead. So that's pretty final, isn't it?
Gonna be pretty hard to see her return.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately, you know, such a great character, and Annabelle Wallis is such a fantastic actor. Yeah, but yeah, I think she's pretty dead.
Yeah. We've got all the like Jon Snow speculation happening with Grace.
I see. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, listen. Yeah. I don't know. Steve Knight's in charge. He may find a way. He's good at that stuff. So never say never, I suppose. But she's dead.
Yeah. So what do you think with this season of the show? What do you think the biggest like character development was for Tommy this season?
Well, I think it's the most under pressure we've ever seen Tommy. You know, over 1 and 2, you see him kind of, he's an incredibly capable character, and he seems to be able to deal with anything that's thrown in his way. But I think in 3, he actually takes on more than he can handle. When they go after his family, his own personal family, and then his extended family, that's when he really kind of, I think, the wheels begin to spin a little bit, you know, and then he gets this incredible beating within an inch of his life, and we don't quite know what's happened to his poor head and brain. So yeah, it seems to me that it's the most damaged we've ever seen him, you know. And I think that last episode, when he sort of, what he appears to betray the family, it's very hard to figure out what's going on in his mind and what's actually motivating him and what's driving him now, you know.
Yeah, and you said how much you liked the actress and things like that. What was your reaction when you read that Grace was dying in the series?
No, man, you know, I was heartbroken. she's such a fantastic character, and you know, such a great time working with Annabelle on the show. And you know, she kind of, in 1 and 2, she kind of altered Tommy. I think that light side of Tommy that he left behind in the trenches and in France was kind of reignited by her. And I love the duality of the character, because she is this, on one hand, this sort of secret agent, and on the other hand, she's a, you know, a loving wife, and she's a strong lady. Steve Knight writes such strong women. So yeah, it's a bit of a shocker to read it, but that's the nature of these series, isn't it? You know, every now and then the major character needs to cop it, and unfortunately for this, it was great. But I thought it was an amazing ending to the second episode. You know, the sort of the like, no, surely not. What's just actually happened, and you know, the what that would do to a character like Tommy, and what the spiral it would send him on, was very interesting to play. But yeah, it was a bit of a shocker.